I'm very thrilled for our next guest. She is the founder of Girl Talk Empowerment and also the ambassador for Love is in the Air that is happening at Vaughan Mills until the end of the month. Let's give it up for Katie Zeppieri!
How are you?
I'm good, how are you? Oh, I totally screwed it up. I would totally screw that up.
That's okay. I still think we were at the next level of cool.
I think so.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
I'm very thrilled. I've checked out girltalkempowerment.com and all the wonderful stuff you guys are doing for the community. Talk to us a little bit about Girl Talk Empowerment as well as Love is in the Air.
Yeah, so I'm really proud to be the founder of Make Your Mark, which is this movement that does a lot of work with youth, inspiring them to be leaders. We do have a specific girl-focused movement called Girl Talk, and right now we're partnering with Vaughan Mills Shopping Center, which has been amazing. They have this entire Love is in the Air campaign throughout the month of February, and we are spreading some love. That's what's happening.
Cool. What has the experience been like so far? Because we are in the middle of the month.
Yeah, well, so there's two main sort of campaigns taking place. So on the one hand, we have the Love Lock Wall, which if you come in entry 4A at Vaughan Mills, you will just see this giant wall where people can actually purchase a padlock, dedicate it to someone, lock it in to lock in their love.
Wow.
And it's such a beautiful visual symbol. 100% of the proceeds are going to Sick Kids Hospital. And we've really redone it with like a Paris theme for February. So like the month of love and just such a great atmosphere for people to come and see. The second campaign is kindness. And kindness never goes out of style. So we have a pop-up store right there, all filled with pink. So if you like pink, this is the place to be. All about anti-bullying. So you can come, sort of check out what we have there. I'm actually wearing the shirt. Nice. Kindness never goes out of style, and it's available for purchase in the store.
Amazing. As the ambassador for Love is in the Air and the founder, is being a leader, like a female leader, is that something that's super important to you, or you're seeing that there are more females becoming leaders, or do you see a decrease? What's your experience?
Yeah, you know what? I think we're seeing a really positive move of more women taking on leadership roles, and I think one of the things, like the work that we do, is that's what we're trying to build in young people. And one of those things that we really like to tie in is, we talk about being a leader as two things, like one being a problem solver, and two being somebody who does what's right even when it's not popular. And I think that's a beautiful tie to sort of the kindness campaign, which I'm really passionate about, because it's a reminder that you going out of your way to spread random acts of kindness, you standing up for somebody when they're being bullied, is just such a powerful way that you can really make a difference.
Right. Wow. I'm curious, is there a point in your life where you've experienced kindness given to you that kind of took you aback of like, wow, I don't know where that came from, or almost like it was unexpected almost? Yeah,
I think, it's such a good question. I don't even know if I can point to a specific example, just because it happens sometimes when you're least expecting it. You can go through like these difficult stages and things aren't going right, and then suddenly somebody just offers you something that helps lift your spirits. Like I'm kind of going back even to why I care about standing up to bullying. Like I experienced it growing up, grade 7 to grade 12, and I remember those times where somebody would come forward. They didn't have to, when like maybe I was isolated or maybe I wasn't in, and just offered that opportunity to join them, or they stood up for me. Like those are moments of kindness that really make a difference.
Definitely. And they probably either, they probably experience it on their own as well, and then they're, helping you at that point, or, they just realize like that second thing that you talked about, that you teach the girls.
Standing up for what's right.
Right. Or even, is there something along the lines of kind of believing in what you want rather than what society wants?
Totally.
As well?
Yeah, I think there's a huge part of that. There's a lot of pressures on young people today, and you just see it even more pronounced now with media and social media. And I'm so happy I didn't grow up with like a phone tied to my hip, because I think it's really hard to navigate these sorts of pressures, and we're looking at other people and we're seeing their highlight reel. So that's why for campaigns that we do, we always like to involve some amazing celebrities to kind of get on board and to share their message. message. So for our pink campaign, the kindness campaign, we actually have a Pink Shirt Day concert coming up on Wednesday, February 22nd at 6:30 p.m. And it's a free event. We have Tyler Shaw, Rylan James, and YouTuber Maybaby, also known as Megan DeAngelis, and they're going to be on site. And I think it's so great when they are giving these messages of empowerment, because the youth look up to them already.
For sure.
And when they share these messages, it just takes it that much further.
Definitely. That's awesome. Growing up, or even now, do you find that there isn't that many platforms where people are teaching empowerment, or is it something that it's maybe different cultures don't do that, or maybe schools? Like, what's your take on that? Like, should we see more empowerment taught in schools? Should we encourage people to read books about empowerment? What's your take on that?
It's a good question. Yeah, I think, like, oftentimes people sort of ask me about the movement and why we do what we do. And I think the idea is, I think schools do a great job of, and they're becoming a lot more well-rounded in terms of offering like character education and, adding all these like mental health components, which I think is fantastic.
Right.
And I think we just sort of add to that. And I think organizations like ours add just this different level of even like basic self-esteem stuff. Like, we're talking, some students who I work with, they just do not see themselves having a great future. They just don't believe that for themselves. And I feel like if you can't even imagine that you might have a good future, how do you get by day in, day out?
That's true. What makes them wake up?
What makes them wake up? What keeps them going? And that's why we're all about channeling. You don't have to have superpowers in order to be remarkable and to do something great.
Right.
Oftentimes it's really the simplest things that you do, that little bit extra, that really makes such a difference.
Awesome. That's so cool. Is there something that's common that you see with those kind of individuals where they do realize, like, wow, I do have an awesome future that I want to look up to? Like, is it them either creating something, or is it them presenting, like doing some public speaking? Is there something that's common within? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I think so. Everybody's got their own thing, their own talent, their own skill set, and a lot of the times we kind of let the youth sort of embrace their own talents. So whether or not they want to express it through art or song or dance or speech, we sort of allow them to do so. And I think no matter what your path is in life, you can always tie kindness and giving back to it. Whether it's, if you're an athlete, you can be doing fundraisers to raise money for different charities, right? Like, if you're an artist, you can create pieces and maybe donate it for like auctions. Like, there's always something that you can be doing. Cool. And actually, it's funny you mentioned that, because one of the other pieces of our kindness campaign is a school contest.
Awesome.
So we've had, I think, about 18 schools in the GTA get a blank pink shirt, and they have to design it how they like to stand up for bullying. So we're seeing a lot of artistic design with that as well, and creativity.
Awesome. Amazing. We just have a little bit more time left. Can you just tell us where we can find you online or in person?
Absolutely. So Vaughn_Mills is sort of the main Instagram, Twitter pages where you can kind of find out what's going on and join in our campaigns. For myself, it's at Katie Zeppieri. Good luck spelling the last name, so maybe we'll put that in the footer.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's
but that's a great spot, and our hashtag is Make Kindness Your Style.
Amazing. That's awesome. Because kindness, like you said, never goes out of style.
Kindness never goes out of style.
Incredible. Thank you so much for being here,
Thank
Katie.
you for having me.
This is amazing. Check them out at Vaughn Mills for the end of the month.